What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? We back, we black, we here, we queer, and we love houseplants. Thank y'all for coming back. If you came back, and if it's your first time, I appreciate you being here. Today I'm coming at you with a terrarium tour of my Bio Orb. I already have a video of my Bio Orb on my channel, and I'll link that down below in the description box if you have a description box below. I watch YouTube on my TV, so I don't have that, but if you're watching this on a phone or on a computer or something that gets the description box down below, know that you can go there to watch that video. If you're unfamiliar with what a Bio Orb even is, it's a automatic regulated terrarium. So it's just a fancy terrarium, basically. It controls the airflow, it controls the light. There's already light built in, as you can see back here. And the water works that you pour water in and it sits at the bottom, and then it uses capillary action to wick it up as the plants need it. And it also controls humidity. My experience so far has been good. I've really enjoyed my Bio Orb. Now, I know there is some controversy around this. There are people who have had experiences where long-term these things don't last. Things break down and customer service is apparently shit for these. I've had mine for about 6 months and so far it's golden. It's going great. I will update you guys though and let you know if that changes. So I'm gonna give you my experience right now. If you decide you are interested in this, I highly recommend you doing your research. Just look at the whole scope of things, right? I'm not gonna tell you what to do, but live your life and do your research. So just going over a few things about my experience with this. When it comes to watering, I think it works great. You pour the water down the side of the Bio Orb on the inside and you fill it up. And then once you fill it up, you just let it be. I found that I only have to add water like every few weeks, which is amazing. I can just let it be for 3 weeks and it's good to go. As far as humidity goes, you fill up this little humidity chamber, and basically what happens is the Bio Orb keeps the humidity inside of it about 75% at all times. If it drops below that, I'm not sure how low below that, humidity will come out to bump that back up. I don't see it go off very much though, so I wonder if it's just always at 75 or above, or if it's not working as well. I will say that the plants seem to be doing fine, and they all love humidity in there, so I assume that it's doing just fine. One of the downfalls for me is the light. You can't dim the light. You can't change the intensity of the light, so just what you get is what you get. Now, I feel like with something that is as expensive as this is, because it was pretty expensive in my opinion, should have a feature that you can dim the light, just change the intensity of it. Airflow. I think airflow works really good for this. I love that it's constantly going, so there's not stagnant air. I think that's a great feature and definitely helps a lot with cutting back on mold. In a closed terrarium, there's not gonna be any airflow, right? So either you're gonna have to open it up periodically with a normal terrarium, or it's probably gonna get molded out because there's not circulation of any air. You know, I use hardscape, so like wood and stone and whatnot, and the wood usually gets some mold on it in my other terrariums. But that's also, from my understanding, just part of the cycle. That's probably gonna happen more than likely. This is also where isopods and springtails come in. Our isopods and springtails are basically our cleanup crew, and they take care of any like leaf litter and dead plant leaves that are inside of the Bio Orb or your terrarium. And I'm pretty sure even eat mold. It's been amazing because all of my terrariums have survived. I've heard people who build terrariums and they get so much mold in them that it ends up killing the plants and whatnot. Isopods and springtails keep that from happening. I have 3 types of isopods in my terrarium. I have a Porcellio laevis, a Porcellio laevis dairy cow, and then a Porcellio scaber orange Dalmatian. And they're so freaking cute, y'all. Oh my God, they're so cute. They're so cute. I love catching them when they're out. They like to hide in dark spaces, so you don't always catch them out. But I love when I catch them out, I literally just stare at them like they're my little pets. I think it's time. Let's go ahead and dive in and get a close look. All right, here we go. This is just a little overview of what it looks like. And I will link a picture or show a picture of what it used to look like when I first built it, because it's grown tremendously over the past few months and it's looking lit as shit. Okay, let's do it. First, let's start over here with this fern. It's a Boston fern. Now this thing has taken over. I actually cut this back like a couple days ago because it was literally covering up like everything right here in the front because it had grown out so much, and it was starting to shade out some plants. So before it got so bad that those plants started to die, I cut it back a little bit. But this thing grows like a weed in here. Now, also note, I'm not going to know every plant in here, so if I don't know a plant off the top of my head, I will try to find the name, or if I like forget a name, I'll just try to find it and put it on the screen. I'll always give you Latin names. I just like to know them. And if I don't know a name at all and can't find it, please feel free to drop it in the comments so I can learn from y'all. All right, so I love this. Is a fern. I don't know what it is called, but it's this like silvery blue fern. Oh my gosh. And this one does so well in this Bio Orb. And I love that just like silvery blue color that it adds to the Bio Orb. I'm using a gimbal right now too, so like forgive me if this is really unstable and looks kind of a mess. We'll see. Get ready for zoom. So this fern right here is doing really well, and if you see, the yellow tips are actually yellow because, once again, like I said, you can't change the intensity of the light, and the plants are hella happy. So as they're growing up, you can even see some like browning tips on there. As they're growing up closer to the light, they're getting a little bit burnt. I love the metallic sheen on that, and if I can zoom in close enough, you'll see even like how hairy this is. So pretty and does so well in this setup. Not sure the name of this plant, but it's pretty and it grows hella fast. This little green guy. And then moving over, our begonia amphi. Oh, come on, dude. What the fuck? Why is it doing that? Okay, we back black here queer. My gimbal, the stabilizer just died, so we back again. Let's try this again. I think I left off at Begonia amphioxus, this dope ass plant. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit more. Oh my gosh, look at that. It looks, I don't know, dangerous, and I love it. Such a cool plant. It does pretty good in here. A lot of the old leaves have died off. But it's always producing new leaves, so I assume that means it's pretty happy. So if you look right here, this trailing guy, there's some more right there, there's some more right there, there's more here, there's more here. So this is Ficus pumila, and I put that all over the setup. I planted them in the back, towards the back, and then let them grow forward. If you look at a picture of the last Bio Orb, or the beginning of the Bio Orb before it filled in like this, you'll see there's a lot of leaf litter you could see, but a lot of this ficus has filled in. This begonia, oh, y'all. I don't know if I can get a shot of the undersides of it, but the undersides are this like reddish burgundy color. Y'all, this plant is so legit. So I got this recently and put it in here. It wasn't a part of my original build. If you look at the original build, you'll notice that. It's a begonia bipennatophyta, I think is what it is. I'll put it on the screen. But this one is just gorgeous. Next we have a peperomia. You know I love my peps. If y'all know me, you know I love my peps. And this is a begonia rosso. This thing has taken off in here. And I love the look of its flowers. I like it because it kind of looks like seaweed in here. If I back up a little bit, I like that it gives it almost an underwater feel in this Bio Orb air. So yeah, it's been doing nothing but taking off this whole time. It's been in here, killing the game. We have a little Photonia here, the white nerve plant. This one actually took quite a bit of time to establish in this Bio Orb, but it's looking pretty good right now. It's looking pretty good right now. Now, if you look over here, right here on this wood, see that green stuff? That's liverwort. And I like that because liverwort just adds some texture and detail to your terrarium setups. And I have some more, see if I can find some more right back there. You can see, and I have it just kind of placed throughout. It just adds a more realistic feel to your setups. Zip. Now, if you can see that, it kind of looks like grass back there. It's hard to see, but that's a type of orchid. I'll see if I can find the name. And it hasn't bloomed in here yet, but I have high hopes. I'm just hoping that, once again, those ferns aren't shading out homeboy back there. While we're back here, let's go ahead and look at this Tillandsia, this air plant. And it has another homie. There we go. So you can kind of see it back there. The other Tillandsia, and they do pretty good in here. I think they would do a little bit better if I myself sprayed them like once a week, because I think they need a little bit more water. Like the rest of these plants are sitting in, you know, the substrate that gets moisture, that's wicked up from the little felt pad that it's on, but these guys don't. So I think they do better if I sprayed them, and I do occasionally, but I think if I did it more they grow faster. But they are doing great, they're not dying. Oh my god, I was hoping I would get, okay, so let me zoom in, see if you can see, there's an isopod. Okay, you see him? I was hoping I'd be able to catch one while I was filming. I just get lucky sometimes. Look at him. I think that's just the, I forget, it's not one of the like special cultivars or whatever. Move around, give us a show. Anyways, well, that's homeboy. All right, let's see what else we got. Okay, let me show y'all this. Okay, I'm back, and I moved the fern out of the way a little bit. So let me zoom in. So this right here, y'all. So this was sold to me as just a very young Aglaonema pictum tricolor. And I can see the 3 different colors on there. So I do believe that's what it is, but since I've gotten it, it hasn't even grown a new leaf. It hasn't died. It actually got root rot at one point before it was in here, and I nursed it back to health, and then I put it in here thinking it would take off, and it just hasn't done anything. So I'm just kind of waiting patiently and hoping it was sold to me as what it actually is supposed to be. We shall see. Okay, so if you look here, this guy with the white petioles. So that's actually a type of peperomia. I'll put it on the screen. And when I got it, it was pretty curled up just like that. And it just hasn't done anything yet. So I'm just kind of waiting and seeing what it does over time. Hopefully it does something. If not, I'll probably just take it out. Or just let it die in there and give the isopods a little treat. I think that might be it, y'all. Let me pull back and let you get another good shot of it. So I had such a good time building this, you guys. Such a good time building this. I think it's so beautiful. It's like a little sliver of nature sitting here. I definitely think one thing that Bio Orb did do well is it's a very sleek design. There it is. All right, I hope y'all enjoyed that. It was a little bit rough because my gimbal, the thing that I used to film with, this stabilizer, it was acting crazy. I don't know what was going on. I haven't used it in a minute, so I don't know if that has something to do with it, but, and I was a little bit rocky on how to use it well, but I hope it wasn't so choppy that it wasn't enjoyable. Let me know if you have any terrarium plants that you love to grow that maybe I need to look out for, because I'm down. I have a whole wish list now dedicated to just terrarium plants. Like once I got into terrariums, I found a whole bunch of them that I love that would grow extremely well in something like this. Not necessarily a bio orb, but just a terrarium setup, period. Another thing is, would you guys be interested in me doing a tutorial on how to build terrariums? Now, it wouldn't necessarily be a bio orb. I have plenty of other vessels that I could use for terrariums that wouldn't require anybody to buy a bio orb. Let me know if you're interested in that, because as people who are part of this community that I'm building here on YouTube, yeah, I want to know what you would want to learn or what you want to see as a part of why I'm doing this page at all. Last but not least, I'm gonna start doing a shout out every week to Black people doing great shit in the plant community as a way to just highlight us, because one of the reasons that I even started this channel was for more representation. And I feel like a lot of people I'm seeing, with the way things are going right now, I'm noticing people need to diversify the type of content they take in, or the people that the content is coming from, rather. And so I know hella Black people doing great shit in the plant community, and so I want to just share a little bit each week or each video with you guys. This week we're going to highlight Black Plant Chick. Black Plant Chick is on Instagram. Don't think there's a YouTube, but Black Plant Chick has a podcast as well. I would say go support. Go support Black Plant Chick. Only has like 3 episodes right now, or at least when I'm filming this, only has 3 episodes out. And give her some support. We all need that love as we're starting out. I mean, even as we're going. And it looks like we reached the end. Thank you guys so much if you stayed to the end and hung out with me. I appreciate you. A lot of you have joined me over the past few weeks. I've jumped up like 200 subscribers or something like that over the past couple weeks, and I just want to say thank you for being here. I'm really open to hear people's ideas. If there's something that you would like to see from me, let me know. Not that everything is going to happen, but I at least like to get an idea of what the people want to see. Yeah, I guess that's it for this episode. I appreciate y'all. Till next time, deuces, bye.